announcement. Activate VC face properly. And, well, her eyes are fucked. I fucked up her eyes. Why are her eyes looking down? I don't like that. I don't want her looking down. Yeah, okay. We're good. I'm gonna keep the game rolling for the next 5 minutes, because I can.
I'm gonna keep Terraria rolling for the next 5 minutes because I can.
My homework is almost done. I'm so happy. It's mostly just copy pasting, so it's really easy.
Yeah, that's kind of what was like relaxing about Renpai. It's like sometimes when I'm like in the mood for it, I can do some fancy shit. But like for the most part, it's just like copy pasting, reformatting the text that you write, um, writing some of my own stuff, fixing like
I can't tell if
you didn't have a lot of spelling errors. I think there were a couple where like the dialogue didn't like flow right, so I changed
okay.
like a few words around.
Okay. That wouldn't be spelling, that'd be grammatical or
Yeah, I think
okay.
I brought spelling errors to your attention, but for the most part, you're way more on the ball than I was for that.
I am a writer. I would hope I'm more on the ball. All right. The game is lagging, and I don't know if it's because VC face is open or not.
Wouldn't be a bad assumption.
Tempted to play hooky from work and just do a birthday stream where I just make a giant world with everyone on the server. Or
Yeah, on a new save.
Or conversely, I could. Oh my god, okay, I have to annihilate these animals. Jesus. Get rid of all these animals. Go away. Me. I have so many ducks. Nye! Nye, help! I have
What's
so many ducks.
what's Nye gonna do about the ducks?
I don't know. Oh my gosh, okay, they're annihilating them animals, which is good. I bring toys at very reasonable prices. I don't know why that's suddenly in my head, but it is. We are free and fairly sober, and I don't know all the words, cause this is from a Christmas special that I did not watch. Do 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 do. You did the best I could, I guess, and some of these gorillas are okay. I'm getting rid of these sand things. I did not do them good enough. I'll just put them around the building, I guess. I don't have to worry about the farms and shit, because I don't care if they murder my animals. I have too many of them already. Oh shit, we have 20 seconds left. You know what, while you're setting up the game, I can show off the RimWorld dudes that Nye made that I stole. Oh.
Yeah, I'm. Oh, was that?
Game froze for a second there. Main. display capture, just because that's easier to do than resetting everything. Okay. Next. Fucking... Yeah. Yeah. That's not right. Hello? There we go. Also, like, I can't imagine playing this game on 30%. There's nothing here. I'm gonna always play on 50.
What does it mean to play the game on 30%? Like 30% what?
It just means that only 30% of the planet has ground on it.
Hmm.
Prepare carefully. Load.
I assume there's some exploits you can do sort of like in Skyblock.
No. It just generates a world like in Minecraft. Like regular Minecraft. I mean...
Yeah, but like...
Technically you can dig deeper.
Like, you have to get resources in other ways.
There we go. Here are the main
There's
four
probably
right
multiple
there.
ways of receiving the same resources.
There we go. Look at that.
But it's also possible that sometimes you're just, like, locked out of certain resources.
No, go back up. Look at my four. They're so good. We got Dahlia, who's very medical. Very beautiful woman. Her sister, Iris, who's also
She's
medical.
also very medical. Which is funny, because Dahlia is a literature student.
Well, sure, but medicine isn't just good stuff. It's also poisons.
Yeah, but she got all her poison from someone else.
That doesn't mean she doesn't know it's deadly.
Yes, with my great medicinal knowledge, I can tell that this poison is deadly.
Well, yes. Technically, vaccines are made with the illness, so, like, you know, she could know things. Then there's Clavier and Kristoff. Clavier obviously... This is not Clavier, this is Kristoff. Kristoff obviously has fucking infinite intellectual. Why are you incapable of hauling things? Oh, because he was an angry student and a villain. Yeah, this motherfucker out here being a villain. I also made him a psychopath. But I should probably fix that. Because I realize now that probably means he can't fucking date Dahlia. Look how cute she is. There's also Edgeworth.
Psychopaths can date, they just have reduced
right
empathy
now.
for it.
Pardon?
Psychopaths can date, they just can't, they just have less empathy for it.
There's Feeny. I like him. He's neurotic. I don't know why. Yes. There's this motherfucker, who's also neurotic. Point is, we have a lot of Ace Attorney boys, and I just intend to make more. But this is neither here
All
nor
the
there.
attorneys.
I am done on here. Did you set the game up? Because I just did that to buy you time.
Oh
my gosh.
No, let me do that. I am raiding the Lizard Temple.
Okay.
I'll set it up though.
You can't. You have to have one or the other open. So if you're doing a thing, you can't have Apollo open.
No, I closed the thing.
Okay.
My inventory was full anyway.
Fucking. I was gonna say something and I totally forgot. Oh, I don't remember if I was on stream the last time I complained about Spirit of Justice. But if Nye is out there, because Nye's the only one who's been catching these streams regularly, I thought of another reason why that game sucks, and God, I can't wait to play it.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to play that game. It's so bad. Is that weird? Is it weird that I'm excited to play my least favorite game of all time?
Just to shit on it again, it's fine.
That's true.
It's like watching The Room.
Here's the worst part. Not only did I not shit on it as a kid, James pointed out I actually was a huge fan of it when it came out. Which is my biggest shame, because that game sucks so much egg. We ready to finish this and potentially start Tournament Succession?
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. But it's fine. I'm good. I don't need no cold killer X, nor Z as it's known in America, in Japan, not America. Hit the load button. Let's do this.
ZZZ Tentacion.
Hell yeah. Give me that. Sweet shit. I also made improv that and some point this week I have to go out and get quinoa. Uvetsi stuff.
Ayo. You making Uvetsi on your birthday?
Hell yeah, every time.
Hell yeah.
Apollo, I can't believe it! It really happened during the second act? And right in the middle of Lemira's performance? Oh, it's just fucking doing Trucy's voice is going to kill my throat.
I'm also coming down with something, but the full force of the sore throat hasn't hit yet, so here we go. The reason why she was in that air vent, and the switch and the flaming guitar, when you link it all together, that's what you end up with.
I think that's Phoenix. But
I knew you had what it took.
hey, it's the hobo. Ah, Daddy!
I was about to read it in Valent's voice. Mr. Wright, you believed in me?
No.
Not really.
Dick.
Huh? I just thought it'd make a cooler entrance and say, hiya. Why do I even bother hoping?
Where have you been lately, Daddy? You haven't been coming to the office at all.
Ah, sorry about that, Trucy. I'm on a secret mission.
Secret? You mean like you're undercover?
Like Mr. Latouche, only shorter and not as well dressed.
Oh no! What if you're shot too, Daddy? That will not be the worst thing that's ever happened to him.
Would I do a thing like that to you? Anyway, I'm off for a while again.
I like how...
I would never do something as stupid as getting shot.
I've only been attempted to be poisoned at least one time, punched in the face, almost assassinated by a director of a TV show, fucking tased, fucking blackmailed by a criminal with an assassin on his payroll, you know.
Given a concussion by a fire hydrant.
Yeah, exactly. Fire hydrant.
Fire extinguisher.
There you go.
That would hurt, though.
Getting
hit by a fire hydrant?
That would kill you. I don't think Phoenix could get away with that with just a sprained ankle.
and a little bit of amnesia.
Light memory loss. This fucking bitch. I love him. I love Hubba.
Anyway, I'm off for a while again. Huh? You're leaving? Oh, one thing before I go. What? Good luck.
Aw.
Right. Is that all you came to say? I think you have things pretty much under control. You'll get Machi Tabaye off the hook, no doubt. Yeah, but you're after that detective, aren't you? Darien Crescent. It won't be easy proving he did it. Especially not under the current court system.
Oh god, shut up.
We're in a dark age of law, Apollo Justice.
No, I know what he's talking about. Like, he's gonna bring it up more in the next case. Every time he brings up the current court system, I think about the fact that the current court system not only hasn't changed in the last 8 years, but also fucking doesn't change in the next 2 games, which begs the question of what the fuck this matters to.
What did Prosecutor Gavin say during the trial? Your case is based on one fragile assumption, namely that our diva divine is telling the truth.
But what about all the proof? Sorry, I'm getting a drink. Because I'm really fucking thirsty. The brooch and the switch.
Hey everyone, remember, you have to drink water.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, British Gavin. I don't know why I thought of Christoph when you did British. He's German. By the way, I've been unable to.
Because I've been voicing him as an American.
It's true. By the way, I don't know why I can't perish the thought of at some point Dahlia very fun saying Alvita-san to him. I don't know why. That's just a picture in my brain and I can't get it out and I'm just like, fuck, that's cute.
Must have brought it out of a can because of how non-perishable it is.
Not even gonna talk about what you just said.
A piece of jewelry and a lyrical blunder. There are plenty of other ways to explain these things. The flaming guitar, too. All because you lack definitive proof of their connection to the case.
God, shut up. But
If the sultry songstress is lying, your case melts like butter in a frying pan, leaving behind the faintly singed scent of failure.
who are you, Gatto?
I may have had a cup or two of his coffee, whatever that's laced with. I wouldn't recommend you do the same.
I wouldn't recommend doing the same. Apparently it can make you go into a coma and turn your hair white.
So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. And be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods.
Shut up.
Oh, that reminds me. I have something to give you from our detective friend. Detective Sky? Emma?
She's not my friend.
Let's see, this bag of snacks here was meant for me. Ah, here it is.
What are those, Daddy? They don't look like very good snacking material.
They were found at the scene. Analysis of the fragments revealed traces of gunpowder.
Gunpowder?
Probably a firecracker or something similar like the ones kids are into these days. These fragments were found under the sofa at the scene of the crime, actually. Under the sofa?
Hey, Apollo! That's where you found that little device thingy.
Right, this. Well, finally, some evidence that makes sense.
Well, not really. how did it get there, and why was it there?
And what the fuck even is it? Hold up.
Yeah. Like I said, this is where my information on the game actively stops. To me, that looks like a balloon. But I know it's probably not.
It looks like
Actually, it looks like a
piece
vape pen to me now.
It looks like a piece of like lobster, like a lobster leg or a crab leg that's like broken open. Although these shards here make it look like it's paint.
I don't know, and I can't help you.
Paint that broke off. Seeing if there's anything I can investigate here.
Raspberry isn't as good as cherry.
So you think this was some kind of firecracker?
Yeah, or one of those noisemakers like you shoot off on New Year's.
Did you know that in China they use firecrackers on New Year's to scare off evil? So it's kind of the same thing.
Really? I had no idea! Well, did you know this? It takes more than 500 peanuts to make 12-ounce jar of peanut butter.
At least my useless fact had something to do with the evidence.
Bold to assume that, but okay.
Yeah, you never know. This could have held 500 peanuts in it.
Hell yeah, it could. Probably not. But it could.
That's all from me, I suppose. See you after the verdict, maybe.
Maybe? That's a threat
Maybe.
right there.
You see, if you fail this trial, you shall be executed.
If you fail this trial, I will have a sniper come out and fucking shoot you.
Every man has an igniter inside him. Excuse me? Find Darian Crescent's igniter and set it off.
Okay. Also, I'm really quiet.
And then he just walked out the door, just like a magician, normally.
Testing! Alright, we're good. Actually, let's
Yeah! Ugh.
I have been abandoned!
Ooh-ah. What?
Nye says, I have been abandoned.
Yes, you were the special guest last stream.
You are no longer permitted. His voice has changed back. What does he want us to do? How should we know he's your dad? Who's
He
your
took
daddy?
some cold killer X.
No conventional methods? What does that mean? It means your dad's a fucking sore loser.
I guess we just have to take his advice and hope it makes sense when the time comes.
Fucking, yeah, sure. Nothing Phoenix has ever done has ever made sense, ever. I am no longer special. You are always special. You're just no longer a guest. I guess.
We're almost at the finish line. Hang in there, Trucy.
Oh no, shit, Phoenix, really? Oh, Jesus.
Shit, what happened?
He must have gotten hacked or something. I'm surprised.
Did you click on one of Thomas's questionable links?
Is Thomas sending you questionable links?
No, he did in the past though. This is like at least like 5 months ago. I think he got hacked. But it was like a while ago.
It's pretty much the same as this one. So there's these stupid trivia's things on this fucking site. That's like how well do you know this character? And one of the questions is which character hasn't Phoenix not faced in court? And the answer is supposed to be Barrack Van Zieks, but they spelled Barracks wrong, and it's Baron Van Zieks, and I want to murder whoever made that quiz. Because A, it's not hard, and B, you got the name wrong. Give me a hard quiz on Ace Attorney. I'll still ace it, because I'm fucking Ace Attorney Maverick.
We're gonna do Ace Attorney Jeopardy once we're finished with this game.
You could, I would win.
I don't know, how much do like James and Phoenix know about Ace Attorney?
I mean, I can't speak for Phoenix, but I do know that James used to run an Ace Attorney blog that I also used to run for like a year. I would say me and James have the best shot, but I have literally memorized everything because I hate it all. A fair amount. Yeah, so Devin and I could make up the things, and you James and I could do the thing together.
Or I could play. Whatever works.
Yeah. July 10th, 1:55 p.m., District Courtroom number 3. There's the bitch, hey! Sup, bud?
Court is now back in session. Prosecutor Gavin, where is Detective Crescent?
Oh, there we go.
In the witness lounge, ready to be called at any time.
Very well.
Might I add, I don't believe any of this. He, Darian, was the first detective I ever worked with.
That changes nothing.
We stopped working together when he moved to Criminal Affairs Division 3, but his guitar playing, it fires my imagination. That's nice, but it has nothing to do with the matter at hand.
Good point.
Correct? Oh, I know. Air forehead.
Oh, Gavin. Gavin's about to have his whole world ruined.
Very well. Call the final witness to the stand.
Detective Darian Crescent.
Sup, fuck.
Name and occupation, please. Darian Crescent, Detective, Criminal Affairs Division 3. That's the International Affairs Division for those of you who don't know.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a guitarist for the Gaviners. Maybe you heard of us.
Nope, can't say I have. If I made any question, it would be the most obscure background detail. That could absolutely be a category. Don't assume I don't know background details, nigh.
Just like the height of certain characters, or like the color of like a certain character's accessory that like only shows up for a couple frames.
The color of the accessory used by Lance Armando in Ace Attorney Investigations 1. Beep, what is silver?
How many holes are in Eenie Minie's hat when she stretches it?
You know what, that'd be mean. Maybe I shouldn't be allowed to make those kinds of questions.
What is the exact hex value of insert item here?
Yeah, no, we wouldn't allow that. I would ban you. Oh yeah, Phoenix, do you need a link to the server again, or is the link in the description still working?
No, it would probably be all stuff that like you can that you would know by playing the game or reading the wiki.
Yeah, probably. Hopefully.
How much do you guys know about the like out of game stuff? Because I should probably not include stuff that's like, oh well, they did an interview about this.
Interview stuff? No, I don't know, but I own 4 of the mangas. I own 4 of the mangas. I haven't read them in forever because they're back in BC, but I do have them.
Do you fully understand the circumstances under which you stand before us today?
Yeah, I understand, Your Honor. What I don't understand is how you let this happen, partner.
Dick.
You gave me a word I wouldn't be standing here. The situation's changed, Darian, and don't call me partner. So much for old friends.
Aw.
I see what you're doing, Darian. You're pressing the prosecution.
Dude, I feel so bad.
Your Honor, if we could begin the trial.
Yes, it's high time we did. Let's hear your testimony. You may begin with your response to Lemira's testimony, if in fact you have anything to say about it.
Oh, I got plenty to say. Lying must be a natural pastime in Bulgaria. And wherever you're from, Mr. Justice Hat. Why is my Darian voice going southern now?
Because he called Gavin partner. But no, I would do obscure but still possible questions. Hell yeah, that I'd do that. Those could be like the big ass point ones that are like 500 points worth or whatever. I would be so down to do a Jeopardy game. And you know what could be? We could do we could use like sound effects in Discord for the buzzer.
Yeah. We'd probably have to give everyone a unique buzzer sound though.
Yeah.
Just so that we can tell who's speaking.
That is true. And that'd be easy. We could all have different objections.
I love that idea.
Mine would have to be a Gavin's because he's my objection.law character. I don't know if James has shown up on my objection.laws yet.
I think he has. I don't remember which one though.
I know that
But they usually involve Duncan.
Duncan is, yeah, but Duncan is Franny. No, you get I do not get Payne's objection.
Objection!
Doesn't Courtney have one? Or
She does, yes. I could use Sebi's. Oh my god, I want to use Sebi's.
oh, you know which one I think you would like is fuck, what's her name? The one with the Ace Attorney.
You just got cut off as soon as you said the one with the, and it just stopped, and
The one with the bird hat from Great Ace Attorney.
fucking, I forgot her name. Giselle Brett.
Where she goes, shut up!
I could also do that with Simon. Simon Blackwell has one that just goes silence. And then
Conventional methods are out the window, huh? Here goes nothing.
see this. I want to see this shit. Oh, this bastard with the penis hair.
The diva's lying, plain and simple. She's got nothing to back up her story. In the first place, she's never heard my voice. She's forgot the words because she heard the gunshots, as if. Didn't Detective Emma Skye hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? Shooting took place was when I was on stage, man.
So you claim Lemira's testimony was a lie?
Hey, don't get me wrong, I dig what she's doing trying to protect that kid. And she's got the court eating vague statements out of her hand just because she's blind. You go too far, Darian.
Further proof that Clavier's not a racist.
Look, all I'm saying is you got a reliable witness. Why not listen to the detective?
Detective Skye? I see. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination. You didn't waste any time finding our weak spot. I can't do this with Lemir's testimony alone. I'll have to find some other way to prove when the shooting took place. Diva's lying, plain and simple. She got nothing to back up a story.
I just realized I have no voice parts, so I'm just kind of watching you play.
I guess Tracy doesn't have any lines in here.
Not for a while.
You don't have any proof she was lying. Oh yeah, kid, you saying I lied? No, I'm just saying,
Apollo, glare back at him!
I couldn't help it. I flinched by reflex. Detective Crescent. Yeah, what you want?
Nothing.
Apollo, chin up! Back straight, you're wilting!
This guy's hard as nails. He makes Walkie look downright cooperative. Look, there's no way the diva remembers my voice. In the first place, she never heard my voice. You never talked to her, even though you were playing in the same concert? Not a word, as far as I can recall. But weren't there planning sessions or something? Gavin took care of all that himself. Darian wasn't involved in all the meetings with her. As if he can just go around remembering everyone's voice like that anyway. Only an idiot would believe that.
As a
Your hearing
musician,
is
I'm
very
offended.
sensitive. She could remember him if she heard him. I'm sure of it, but I just can't prove it. And I need proof. She forgot the words because she heard gunshots, as if. We know she missed the words. The mixing board proved it. Oh yeah, there was a mistake, but blaming it on gunshots is just a lame excuse. What do you mean? Mixing board proves what? It proves there was a mistake in the song, a missed cue. So she just flubbed it up big time, that's all. She spins the story about a gunshot to protect the kid and cover for her own goof. Man, I'd have to hand it to her. She wasn't sticking it to me at the same time. Darian, watch what you say. Lemir's an artist. She just flubbed it up? That's no small accusation for a performer of her caliber.
God, you're such a diva.
She's got to you, all right. I can see it in your eyes. I tell you, most of her stuff is so pretentious. It's way over my head. The Gaviner's ranks. Anyway, she's too close to the defendant. Her testimony can't be trusted. You ask me, I go with Detective Sky's story at the drop of a pick.
Yeah, because it's good for you, dick.
Didn't Detective Emma Sky hear those gunshots during the third set anyway? Actually, I was there too. So I hear. Which means you heard them too, right? The gunshots. Yes. We heard gunshots. Neither I nor Emma actually saw the shooting, mind you. Heh. I guess you and Lemire got the same excuse then.
Rude.
We know one thing for certain here. There were gunshot-like sounds that emanated from that room during the third set.
Every time I say rude when we're playing Ace Attorney now, sorry, I keep thinking of when I said rude, that doesn't seem to hold any relevance, and then the judge said no one cares. Who the fuck asked, Mr. Payne?
No, that was because Mr. Payne was like,
I have
I
never
would-
thought about leaving my life.
yes.
No, I know, but like, as he said that, I said rude, that doesn't seem to hold any relevance. So now whenever I say rude that way, I think of that fucking, that clip. Look at my boy. Blonde.
What we must determine is whether those sounds were actually gunshots.
Machi heard them too. Remember he said he ran for the air duct when he heard them?
So how do we figure out just what those gunshots during the third set were? The shooting took place when I was on stage, man. That could have been what the shooter wanted us to think. I'll tell you what, the shooter, that kid wants you to think, he wants you to think that Diva heard me in that room.
Oh man, I have to get that. Keep playing.
I'm back to relying on Lemira's testimony. Get what?
There's a
As much as I'm in...
from the, you know, the bloopers from the Ace Attorney anime. There's a clip I want that goes, "This music turns me on."
Are you gonna set that as like a soundboard thing?
Yes.
As much as I'm enjoying the Darien and Forehead show, there's no need for such tempers. Don't make us into some comedy duo. This mean the Gavin and Darien show is cancelled? Neither of your claims can be proven or disproved. We could argue for days like this and get nowhere.
It's during one of Dahlia's segments.
This music turns me on!
Prosecutor Gavin is quite right. This court will hear no further discussion on this topic without new facts.
New facts, huh?
He's pretty eager to paint Lemire as a liar, isn't he?
Yeah, because her testimony is basically our entire
A
case.
special kind of poison.
This music turns me on!
Got it. Okay. Sorry.
This is tough, so what do we do?
I got a few ideas. I just need to find another way to prove it didn't happen when he says it did.
Audacity opens.
Can one of you do
I'll
me a
think-
very special?
I don't know if
favor?
I'm supposed to present this right away, but let me see the other evidence to see if I have anything better to present.
Can one of you do me a very important and stupid favor? Can you find that picture of the judge that's like pogging the fuck off?
It would be roughly around the same day as we changed Josh's name to Pogger's Judge.
This music... This music turns me on! This music turns me on!
Perfect. Okay.
Wait, we don't need to see that. That's... Can be useful.
There's no. The link should be in the description. Does it not work?
Is it maybe an old link or?
It should be an infinite link.
I don't see Discord link.
It should be just.
Oh, there
on
it
the
is.
screen, yeah.
I have a Discord under the Eevees.
Yeah, under the Eevees and Pikachu. Okay, so now I have a new thing on my Steam Deck, so now I can just press a button.
This music turns me on!
Good shit. Bless you.
Thank you. Honestly, the only thing I can think to present right now is this here.
Objection!
Huh. So I was right. Some things were found at the crime scene after yesterday's trial.
What things?
The first was this small device. That's the remote triggered igniter. Correct. And one more thing.
What are those? The remains of something burnt? Not another guitar, I hope.
I hate the fact that I can totally imagine the judge doing the "oh, what are those" meme. Have a good day, Phoenix.
Yeah, have a good day at work, Phoenix.
Damn, Daniel, back at it again with those white vans.
Holy fuck. Jojo, you're fucking...
Lost in the vine sauce.
Oh dear. Right,
Traces of the gunpowder were found on these fragments. We have a report that it was something like a firecracker. Huh? How did Gavin know about this? Why do you think Detective Sky works for you? I received the report this morning before coming here. That's when I made my decision, actually.
What decision is this, Prosecutor Gavin?
I registered Darian as a witness in today's trial. Just in case.
dick.
This raises another possibility. Those gunshot-like sounds during the third set. Could have been two firecrackers rigged to go off by remote control. You got an active imagination, don't you? But you shouldn't say every little thing you think. The explanation there seems a bit too convenient to me. How so? So you're saying these firecrackers just happened to go off right when two witnesses came walking by?
That's right! Darian was out on stage when it happened, Apollo. How could he know someone was backstage right then?
My voice is slowly starting to sound like a child's cartoon voice acting.
What is that, Pocoyo? Is that a murder weapon?
Yeah.
If a firecracker goes off in the forest, and there's no one there to hear, you get my drift? Why go through the trouble, man? How do I explain this? You may not look it, but Darian's a gifted detective.
He may have penis
Show any
hair, but he
weakness and he's
actually
sure
knows
to
how
find it.
twist off.
He may not look it, partner. Gee, thanks, man.
reminds me. I happened to pass through that very hallway several times that day myself, and I saw something odd there just before the third set. Something odd? A headset. The kind all of the band and staff members were wearing. That's right. I picked this up in front of the door to that dressing room.
And this is why Gavin's my favorite.
What if the headset wasn't dropped, but placed? And what if it was turned on? You could hear what was going on in the hallway. Even if you were out on stage. Whose side are you on, Gavin? Listen to me, Darian. There are no sides in a court of law. Which is why I now turn to you, Air Forehead. I have a question for you. Huh? For me? The igniter and the burnt fragments that were found at the scene of the crime.
Gay furry creator. Oh, there we go.
It's certainly a possibility that they were a part of the ruse to fake the sound of gunshots. Throw the headset from the hallway into the mix and you could fabricate an alibi. But we're still no closer to proving anything. Those gunshots might have been real or fake, we can't say. You've raised the possibility that the shots were heard during the third set were faked. Now you need to prove the other half of the case. The other half? Look, I'll just tell him. He wants you to prove the thing went down in the second act, while our little piano player was on stage. That right, Gavin? Indeed, if you can't prove that, then to continue this cross-examination would be pointless. Well, Mr. Justice, can you prove the crime took place during the second set? Yeah, I think.
You better know, Apollo, otherwise we're through.
It can be proven. You make it sound like someone else is gonna come along and do it for you.
Said that right, Gavin, while looking at Apollo. It's because he doesn't want to glare at Gavin for fear that Gavin will kick his ass.
Let's continue with the cross-examination then, shall we?
Ugh, my nose is gross.
Witness your testimony, if you would. This isn't gonna be easy. I need some decisive proof and fast. You ready, kid? Because I am.
I am too, bud.
Shooting took place during the second set. If you're so sure, let's see your proof.
Hold it!
Oops. Shoot.
But the gunshots heard during the third set could have been... What, some kind of setup? I heard that one before.
We need proof, Apollo. We need to prove that the shooting took place during the second set.
Well, if you know how to do that, I'm all ears.
Maybe the gunshots are the key after all.
What do you mean?
Well, Lemira said she heard them, right? Right in the middle of her illusion when she was up above the ceiling.
When she forgot the words to the song, yeah.
If you can prove the gun was shot right when she missed those lyrics, we're home free, I think.
True. Not easy, but true. Is there some way to prove that?
Let's take a look through our evidence. Maybe there's something in there. Maybe we should check the court record before we continue going on.
Hey, aren't you supposed to be cross-examining me? Try to refrain from private discussions during cross-examinations, Mr. Justice. Right, Your Honor, sorry. So let me take a quick look through the court record.
He's pretty eager to paint Lemire as a liar. You've already heard all this dialogue.
Are we able to sound mixer this?
I mean, you have a sound mixer to sound mixer.
Oh, it changes this to... It doesn't let us hear the previous one. When you stole away the key,
You can turn off the metronome?
held on to so tight. Oh.
Can you do me a favor and just play her singing? Oh, she sounds super out of tune when metronome's off. That's funny.
Oh.
Oh, that's not what I was looking for.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I was gonna go. I should have like gone through each of them one by one. I was trying to like eliminate down by like all of them. I was trying to eliminate it down by like
I didn't
just turning them down.
I'm gonna be real.
But I realized that like it would make the most sense if it was specifically hers.
I didn't realize that the
because
gunshot
she was
was
the closest to
actually
it.
in hers, and I apologize. I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's fine. Let's just listen to the rest of it. Okay.
Objection!
This is the same thing actually that you remember when I like brute forced that cipher while I was hacking?
Yes.
It's the same thing if I was making it too complicated. Where I should have just been like
You
pressing
also-
one letter.
You also did that yesterday with who, not yesterday, last week with who Lemira was protecting. You have a
Yeah, except that's different. With the Lemira thing, it was like I was psyching myself out. For this one, it's like I was trying to like do, with this one it's like I was trying to do process of elimination instead of just like dumbing it down to the simplest form.
I have a story about this game. I remember struggling really hard with this. I don't remember why, but I'm confident a big part of it was that I was too scared to turn the audio on my DS. Because I didn't have headphones, and so I had to basically just hope I got it right.
Yeah, I can imagine how doing a sound-based mystery would prove difficult on the DS when you have the sound off.
Yeah. I wonder, could she have been protecting Clavier? You are heartbreakingly close to something that's gonna happen later.
Is she protecting Clavier?
You'll see. Oh, you will see. Oh, you'll see. Oh, you'll see. And I'm going to die when it happens.
It seems there was clear proof left behind. Right here in Lemire's
Oh, here
song.
we go.
This music turns me
His
on!
song. What exactly is this, device thingy? A new variety of gramophone, perhaps?
He's so old.
Come on, we just used this, and don't get me started on gramophone. The device we use to record the performance part by part. Part? You move the sliders to adjust the volume. Each instrument is adjustable separately, Lemire's voice included. Ho ho, a quid pro quo, I suppose, but what does this prove?
Wouldn't you like to work a little closer to home?
Actually, I would.
Well, I propose to Vitoma.
And you'll provide him his votes?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
No one else is in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room it happened.
The room where it happened being the room where Latouche was murdered.
According to Lemire's testimony,
You got so into the judge rapping, you forgot his voice.
at the moment of the shooting, she forgot the words to the song. Ah, you intend to examine the recording at that moment, yeah? We might even hear those gunshots. Exactly. Ha, ridiculous. How are you supposed to hear gunshots back in that dressing room on stage?
I hate how his hair gets flaccid.
Have you forgotten, Darian? We were all wearing these headsets. We were all deeply involved in our performance. But Lemire's headset would have picked up what you heard all the same. Then let's get to analyzing that recording. Right now! Lemire stopped singing when she heard the shots fired. Find that spot and I'll find the gunshots, which we did by accident.
Yep. I think it was the second one. But a fleeting melody. I don't
You
know.
stole away the key. My heart held on to so tight.
That was shockingly in order. Like, you did that in rhythm.
Yeah, because you are receiving my audio at the same time as you're receiving the game's audio.
I meant when you took that.
Ah. What's this? I hear nothing. How is this possible? Wait, isn't the judge hard of hearing? I can hear just fine, thank you very much. You heard me thinking. I saw what you were thinking on your face. A judge's hearing aside, I too heard nothing. Because it's like right on the border.
You presented it.
Getting me to believe there's nothing there to be heard. Ah, I guess that's the wrong spot. A penalty on behalf of all who are...
You braggarts.
A penalty on behalf of all who are hearing impaired, you insensitive braggart. Enjoy. Ah. Mr. Justice, once more, if you would.
It might be that you have to present on the first thing because it's right at the end. I don't know. But
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I will be right back. You do your thing. I will be right back, I swear.
That's what I was thinking of doing. I just wanted to make sure that it was like close to where the gunshot would be.
What's this?
What? I did have number 1 highlighted. Oh, wait. I think I know what you mean. You mean channel 1. It's now a semi-automatic rifle. Your Honor, listen closely to this part. This is the track with Lemira's vocals.
I did hear something faintly there, yes. Why, it sounded like a gunshot.
It's all just me not understanding the UI. It's fine.
What?
This has to be some kind of mistake. That is a face. I kind of want to wait till Clover comes back so she can see the sprite. Actually, you know what? I'm stupid. I'll just screenshot this. And I'll send it in stuff for VC. That's Stardew Valley. That's Danganronpa. Fuck is this? Oh, Satisfactory. Wait, was it? Yeah, that's Satisfactory. I thought it was a spider for a second, but I'm just like, nope, that's my own creation. Moonlighter. The previous Ace Attorney game. Octopath. Yet another instance of me not understanding the UI. Okay, cool.
You should be able to use the Steam app to open a file location with screenshot.
I was going to send you a screenshot of this face.
Obviously.
But I would no, the face that is the face that is below the penis hair.
Yes, I see it.
Just because it's funny. But I went searching in the files for the screenshot instead of, using the Steam UI to go to the game directly. Because the Steam files are named by number.
Yes.
And so I had a little bit of difficulty trying to find it, but it's fine. I don't need to screenshot it. I believe the case has been made. Gunshots were heard during the second set, which means the mirror's testimony was true. Yeah!
Order! So she was telling the truth about what she heard.
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Latouche.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press the switch, now.
Just after that, there was a gunshot, and then the guitar caught on fire. Detective Crescent, you weren't on stage during the second set. You could have done it.
But why did we only hear the gunshot on the recording? Weren't 2 bullets fired from this weapon?
The mirror was moving through the air vent, Your Honor. She must not have been close enough for her mic to catch the first shot. But then as she passed over the dressing room, the gun fired again, and Mr. Latouche's life was taken.
Those aren't the HD sprites, but I can get that for you if you want.
No, thank you. I just thought it was funny,
Okay.
and I wanted you to be there for the moment.
Oh, you haven't seen the funniest moment with his hair yet.
Well, Detective Crescent,
Dude, this fucking... I am so distracted by Dickhead over there.
Gumshoe, where? I'm once again reminded of something. A performance that day.
Your
How
performance?
do you get dick from Richard? You ask nicely, pal! Sorry. Continue.
Seeing the mixing board jogged my memory. You were there too, Air Forehead. What is it with today? Problem after problem, Actung. My hog won't start, my guitar case is busted.
I don't know why I hate the
Car's
fact that
been
he
burnt to a
refers to his...
crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead.
I hate the fact that he calls his guitar fucking his motorcycle his hog. I don't care that this game was made in 2007. No one in their right mind would refer to their fucking thing as a hog. Then again, what do I know? This is the same game that educated me on what a fucking sound hole is, so...
And there was that performance just now. What was that all about? This part is off. Which is that? Second guitar? Ah! It was you, Darian.
Nah, you're probably right. Hey, how you doing, James?
Hey, James. After we finish this game, I'm wondering if you'd be interested in doing an Ace Attorney Jeopardy with you, Clover, and Phoenix as the contestants.
Yeah, what? Fucking... Be warned, because of my extensive knowledge and my, fucking hyperfixation, I might smoke everyone. It might be better as, what's it called? What is it? What's that stupid game show where you win, like, you incrementally go at, like, $1, then $2, then whatever, up to $1 million? I don't remember.
Weakest link?
No. Who wants to be a millionaire? Thank you. Tempting, but I might be busy. When do you think the stream will be over? Oh, no. It won't be after this stream, because he has to beat Succession.
It'll be at a separate stream. We'll figure out when that would be.
Yeah.
Because we are not finishing this game today.
Nope.
We still have a whole nother trial. This is Turnabout Serenade.
We're still with Dick Hair over there. Actually, I need to find that one stupid edit one of the mods for Ace Attorney made.
Listen, all the questions are going to be made by someone who enjoys making absurdly stupid questions.
Oh no.
How could you miss such a simple cue? I know you. I know how you play. You're better than that. Yeah, well,
You what? I'm Prosecutor Gavin. What are you getting at?
I'm talking about the murder weapon, Mr. Latouse's .45 caliber hand cannon. As we've learned, even the shooter doesn't go unscarred with a revolver that size. Kickback is enough to dislocate your shoulder if you're an amateur. Wait, you mean his playing was affected because he hurt himself shooting that revolver? You're forgetting something.
Yes, Detective Crescent?
I am a trained police officer, you know. I've had firearms training, plenty of it. I'm no amateur. The standard sidearm issued to police officers is a 38 caliber weapon. A much tamer beast. Also, the murder weapon belonged to the victim, Mr. Latouse, which suggests there was a struggle between the killer and the victim.
So the killer might not have been holding the revolver correctly when he fired. Is that what you mean?
The thought occurred to me, yes.
Well, does the witness have anything to say to this? Detective Crescent.
What I want to ask is what Mr. Sleeves rolled up ready for action has to say. Hey, you, attorney. Me? Exactly which piece of your evidence is decisive again? You just got a little noise on tape that could be anything. And you have an alleged guitar cue due to a missed .45 caliber kickback. I weep for this case, Gavin, I really do. You can line up your little weak pieces of evidence all you want. I didn't shoot that manager. And that's the obvious truth.
The witness has a point. The defense's arguments, while persuasive, are not decisive. I believe we should hear what the witness has to say in response to the case so far. Your testimony, please, Detective Crescent. Tell us your reasons why you couldn't have done it.
Come on, why would I even want to kill that manager? You want a reason? Easy. I got no motive, man. This was that diva's first trip to the country, right? How could I possibly know a manager? If I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? He's Interpol, isn't he? He could have gone there.
A simple reason indeed. Prosecutor Gavin, is it the case that Mr. Latouche had not been to our country before?
According to our records, yes, not even once.
I see. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may begin the cross-examination.
Great, now I need to find a motive.
I mean, yeah, why would he? still looking for that stupid thing. Jump that shark! Jump that shark!
Wait, we don't have. So, that's the only image of his Interpol number that we have.
Yeah.
Alright.
Objection!
Sorry, why did you present it?
Because he's Interpol, he would have been able to go to that country. He would have been able to go to Virginia.
Yeah, but that's not what you're trying to... Wait, who? Who would be able to go to Virginia?
Darian.
No, Darian isn't
You would-
Interpol.
He has the Interpol number. Wait,
That's the Tooses.
my bad. I thought that. Wait, no, Darian was the one who like looked up the number because he was also Interpol.
Yeah, he looked up... No, he looked up the number because the number was important. But he's not Interpol, he's International Affairs. It's different.
Huh.
Sorry, I'm like half distracted because I'm trying to find a very specific sprite edit and I cannot fucking find it.
Hold it!
Our manager, sure, but Mr. Latouche was. Oh right, sorry, an Interpol agent, wasn't he? I just have trouble picturing that big lunk as an undercover cop, you dig? Not a very good one, seeing as how he got wasted. Ah! That's cold, dog. Not a hot dog. Not that it matters either way. See, I had no reasons to kill the man, whatever he was. You want a reason? Easy, I got no motive, man. But that's the same for Machi. No motive was proven for him. Come on, he traveled around the world with that old fire. He had plenty of time to come up with a motive of his own.
Which edit am I looking for? I'm looking for that really stupid edit that was made of Darian, where he just kind of danced around. Like, it was midway through his stroking his hair thing.
Is Darian doing the smooth criminal dance in that? Yef?
Probably, I don't remember.
More than I sure did. I mean, think about it. This is that Diva's first trip to the country, right? Darian, you're a detective with international affairs. Yeah, what of it? Even if this was Mr. Latouche's first trip to the country, you still could have met him prior to the concert. Huh? Or don't you take any international trips in international affairs?
That's right. Well, Detective Crescent,
That's your game, is it? Guess I better confess then.
confess.
Yeah, it's a bit of an embarrassment, but I've never been sent overseas. What? But you're an international... See, me and Plains got a difference of opinion. We don't like each other much.
Fair. I mean, I disagree because planes are the safest fucking thing ever and I love them, but fair.
My condolences there, Forehead, but he's telling the truth. He's never set foot outside of the country, I can guarantee it. As it turns out, my division has plenty of work locally as well. That's so unfair. How could I possibly know a manager?
There were 3 depositories, and I do not remember where the other depository is.
So you didn't fraternize with him at all during the concert? Fraternize? I don't think we exchanged a single word. As if anyone would want to talk that old Eastern blockhead. Now the ladies, that's a different matter altogether. So you see, if I didn't know him, why would I want to kill him? You sure about that? Wipe that look off your face before I do this for you. Listen, you try throwing out one of your wild accusations, I'll throw it back at you so hard you'll forget what you're accusing of what. And Forehead, perhaps it's best if you let your evidence do the talking, yeah? Man, what evidence? That's what I want to know. So he's using this motive question as ammunition, huh? Well, I've got ammunition too. Evidence. Let me just take a quick look to see
what that evidence might be.
Log in. I just want to find the stupid sprite edit. It's so important to me. Also, goddamn, y'all have made a lot of sprite edits.
Gorl.
I found 2 of the 3 sprite repositories. I know there was a 3rd one and I cannot find it. I wanna look at that bag.
Bless you.
I hate core record forums. It's my least favorite. It's in my passwords. Core records.
My thinking is it had something to do with the cocoon.
Well, then present
But
it
that
if you're
wouldn't-
unsure.
But that wouldn't mean that.
Why can I make enemies on the court forums? What the fuck? It says add friend or add foe. Why can I make this person a foe?
In case you have a nemesis who you constantly do battle in the courtroom with.
I guess. Alright.
Objection!
Huh, so I was right. Your Honor, take a look at this.
What's that? Looks like candy. Can I eat it? I want to eat it right now.
Last case we had the muffin ice cream bullet thing, and now we have this.
It's not. Don't look it, please. Detective Crescent. Ever seen this? Looks like a piece of candy. What it is evidence. Don't lick it before you try it. But how are you supposed to... What? How... If you are licking it, you are trying it. What are you on
Ask
about,
you
Apollo?
Many questions.
Specifically, this is a replica of a cocoon. It was found among the victim's belongings. Also, I have my Foundry world open so that like my player can build their character sheet. and I just heard a dice roll out of nowhere. It was found among the victim's belongings.
There's a lot of
cocoon?
Christmas presents.
Never seen one in that color.
It's a variety only found in the Republic of Orgidia. Nowhere else.
Alright, but what is this cocoon replica doing in my courtroom? Surely this has nothing to do with a motive for killing Mr. Latouche, does it?
It does. Wait, I mean, I think it does.
Oh,
You don't sound so confident, man.
A cocoon! Is it one of those silky cocoons? The kind that you can make, well, silk out of?
Not this one. This cocoon makes a powerful curative.
A curative? For what?
Apparently, it's most efficacious at treating a disease thought incurable. It's the only medicine of its kind. However, it's illegal to take one of these healing cocoons out of Virginia.
Whatever for? If it's such a miracle cure, why not share it with the world?
Yeah, that's what I've been wondering.
We've looked into the matter at some length. Apparently, it isn't difficult at all to manufacture the remedy from the cocoon. Yet if you change the process only slightly, you can easily make a large quantity of something else entirely. A deadly poison, in fact.
Oh, I thought it was drugs.
Poisons are drugs.
What?
There was an incident several years ago when some of these got out into the black market.
Winners don't
It caused
get
quite the
poisons.
commotion in the global community. Though the media was kept largely unaware.
Intriguing!
All this has led to a strict ban on the cocoon's export, one rigidly enforced by Interpol among others.
Interpol?
Right. Victim Romain Latouche was an Interpol agent. Detective Crescent, you insist on referring to him as a manager. But that's misleading. Romain Latouche wasn't killed as a manager. He was killed as an undercover agent. So I was trying to smuggle this gumball into the country. That what you're trying to say? I'm saying that could very well be a motive for murder. Oh, so I was gonna sell it on the black market, make myself a pretty penny. Ridiculous. I mean, totally unthinkable. Unthinkable, you say? Why?
Perhaps it's time for another testimony about this smuggling of cocoons business.
International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. Interpol's all hot and bothered about them. Can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. Man, I'm in International Affairs, I know the deal.
Indeed. Interpol wanted these cocoons bad enough to send Mr. Latouche undercover.
You kids think up the craziest things. No way am I gonna risk my life and limb just to get my hands on some dirty cocoon money.
Not the most noble of statements, but duly noted.
According to the reports, these cocoons top Interpol's list. Selling them to an underground organization would be risky.
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
It's the only motive I've got. He was up to something, and I'm gonna find out what. International Affairs got a memo about these cocoons. That memo, that's how you knew about the cocoons. Oh, nice one. I'm running scared now. You had to know about the cocoons to plan this.
Just how well known are these cocoons? I'm embarrassed to admit it, but I never heard of them.
Well, Lemire knew about them, though not their use. My reports indicate there are ongoing.
Have a good day, James. Sorry, I just got back into the stream after getting very distracted and still failing to find that fucking sprite edit.
My reports indicate that there are ongoing efforts to control information about these cocoons. Most people only know they're illegal to export, that's all.
Then I've nothing to be embarrassed about after all.
You could say people like Moo know about them are a minority, yeah. But that includes everyone in international affairs, man. And even in Interpol, too, for that matter. Yeah. Interpol's all hot and bothered about it. So there are other Interpol agents like Mr. Latouche? All over the world, likely. Deep undercover, most of them. That's why these cocoons are too hot for the black market. You don't want Interpol sniffing through your wares. Most came to the conclusion that can't sell them on the black market, too dangerous. Dangerous? Yeah, Interpol finds you, they arrest you on the spot. Or another marketeer might think you're a part of a sting and take you out himself. Times have changed. Yeah, cocoon smuggling ain't exactly lucrative anymore. But wouldn't scarcity drive up prices? Yeah, and attention. Every gangsta and his brother would want a piece of that action. They'd turn your forehead into Swiss cheese before you could say objection. Maybe we could get them to cut his hair, too.
Who's on trial here again?
Man, you so obviously know nothing about the market. And that's a bad thing? Don't even try to mess with me about this stuff. Man, I'm in international affairs. I know the deal. Which is why you know how to find a loophole in the system. Hey, you can say what you want about me, but back off of international affairs. There ain't no loopholes, okay? What do you think we are, Boy Scouts? That wasn't what I was trying to, Down, Darian, it's as you say. There are no loopholes, at least in the case of these cocoons. International Affairs, Interpol, and Burgundian Customs are all watching. See, we know what we're doing. Not like some yipping little doggies that lap up every little word of that diva says.
Rude.
Why I oughta... Oughta what? You want some of this? Chill, both of you. Let's do this cool, yeah? Ah, screw cool. I want this guy's head on a stick. Okay, Apollo.
Apparently, Tristy's not the only one who has violent thoughts.
Replica has to be the key to this motive. There's gotta be a way to find out what we was up to.
Yeah, okay.
Pretty sure I know what to present.
I like how you have a death thing left and you're still saving after everything.
Why not choose a less dangerous buyer then? I would. How clueless are you? Everyone in the market's dangerous. The seconds they find out I was a cop, I could kiss my keister goodbye. Why sell to a black market buyer? How about someone like this?
This article, that's about the Chief Justice's...
A deadly poison can be extracted from the cocoon, but so can a cure. And not a cure for just any disease. A cure for incuritis.
Incuritis? I've heard of that somewhere.
He went to visit a victim of the deceased this morning.
Ah! Why, that's a disease the Chief Justice's son has. You aren't saying...
Read the fucking paper, Judge. Our witness is a detective. He would have had contact with the Chief Justice.
You are saying...
Even you are losing your patience with the judge.
The Chief Justice would never deal in contraband.
Not even to save his own son's life?
But even the deal went through. Why, it would be an international scandal.
That's Detective Crescent's insurance. Would be the Chief Justice.
No, I'm
Detective
crazy.
Crescent, is this true?
Voice, I'm a murderer, and I'm a smuggler.
Your
How many
accent
crimes
for
are you
him.
trying to... It's all over the place. It's like right at the converging point of like all of my other accents, and so it sometimes just randomly pulls from like other stuff. I'm trying to like get it closer to Brooklyn, but it like slips into Western and whatever the fuck I was doing for walkie. Or not Western, Southern.
As tasteful as it is to think about, if the Chief Justice were a buyer, why, a seller couldn't hope for a better deal. A very cowardly seller.
Don't let sleeves over there trick you. So I made the deal with Chief Justice. Where's your proof? Well. Oh yeah, and you're forgetting one other important thing. Do tell. Interpol isn't the only ones out there watching this. Bulgarian Customs barely sleep, so they're worried about cocoons getting out.
So we were informed. Let's continue with the cross-examination.
Bulgarian Customs are very thorough. Everything and everyone gets checked. I skip that line.
Hold it!
Just how strict is this customs check? Way strict. They keep planes on the ground for hours. I do recall it being a bit extreme. They were even confiscating gumdrops and marshmallows.
Yes, it would be hard to distinguish them.
That's right, Gavin was in Virginia, wasn't he? I remember setting off the metal detectors several times. I had to practically strip naked to walk through. I am Iron Man. Here's a travel tip for you, Gavin. Leave the bling at home, you glimmerous fop.
Shut up! He's sexy as shit in that outfit.
Cocoon possession will get you arrested on the spot and then sentenced to death.
Hold it!
Yes, if you prosecute a cocoon, you'll be sentenced to death. That's pretty extreme. Virginia has this rep as an idyllic, laid-back place. Truth is, they're beyond hardcore with security. The Republic of Virginia is a peaceful, pleasant country. So this level of security shows how truly concerned they are about these cocoons. That's the situation. Hey man, if there's a way to get cocoons out of there, I'd sure like to know.
Hold it!
You're in a position to know quite a bit about smuggling. Yeah, I need to know a bit for work, sure. But all we get are reports of the failed smuggling ops. Not exactly something you want to go copying. But if you want, I can tell you a few of them. Maybe you'll succeed and get rich.
I would be interested in hearing, purely from a legal perspective, of course. And for legal reasons, that's a joke.
I weep for our judicial system. The replica has to be the key to this motive. There's gotta be a way to find out what he's up to.
I'm in part keeping myself distracted because I looked up the answer and I know it and I don't want to tell you. Because it's...
That's fair.
But also, like, I'm super unable to find that. I always want to say let me know when you need a hint, but you never ever let me know because you never want one because you're too stubborn.
Not only am I too stubborn, but like I haven't had enough time on this particular one to.
I know. I'm not gonna give you one for this one yet. Like it's just.
But yeah, you're just letting me know that like.
I'm not gonna say it.
You're just letting me
like,
know that you're not gonna say it, but I am very stubborn when it comes to like
Yeah.
not asking for hints.
Even if I did offer, you wouldn't.
Yeah. You know me so well. Check this again.
I will never find this gift. This gift now only lives in my brain, and I'm sad because it's such a stupid gift, but I love it.
Hold it!
My theory is we didn't actually see
Ugly crystal.
sample, huh? Think they put a big enough label on it?
Oh no. Maybe it's to keep people from eating it by mistake.
Yes, this might make... They might think it was an otherwise tasty, multicolored lump of plastic.
Maybe it's the manufacturer. Sample toys when you can't afford the real thing.
Sounds like a company Mr. Wright would like. Okay, well that throws my theory out the window. My theory was they were going to use this to try and scam the Chief Justice, and that they didn't actually take a real cocoon out of Orginia.
Okay.
But I'm thinking now that they probably had to. I'm thinking now that that's definitely not the case.
I was thinking we could have started Turnabout, whatever, this stream, but I was wrong. Because we're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Because most of this stuff has nothing to do with Wait, he straight up posts, straight up says the replica has to be the key to his motive. I am thinking too hard about this. So I need to present the replica probably on...
Dev, you underestimated
trying to
Dev's
figure out-
ability to drag out a case. I really did.
I'm just trying to think about what I'm trying to prove with this. Because if I try to present it on this, I'd think that like Apollo's reasoning would be something like, well, they would have gotten found with this. If Apollo says that they had this during the search, they would have gotten checked. Or maybe they would like use the replica as a diversion, but then they wouldn't have it.
So, what you're looking for
That's
isn't...
just where I'm at in my thought process right now.
Okay. What you need to prove is that they had some way to get a thing to there. Like, you need to...
The only thing I did think about that. The only thing that I would think would be relevant is the motorcycle, but that's not relevant.
Is there something that they wouldn't have thought to check?
The sound hole.
Actually, I can't even, oh my gosh, because, fuck. I just threw you off, because, yeah.
Objection!
And if I just realized me going, oh my gosh, if I didn't correct myself and say, yes, you're right, then you would have been here for another hour thinking for a different thing. My exasperation at your joke honestly almost extended this stream by another hour.
Apparently, I have Apollo's bracelet.
Yeah, apparently.
I've been looking for your tell. But it's like, I don't know, it's more fun this way than if you like straight up told me.
Real. That has to be clipped after the thing. That's so dumb.
Actually, there is one way.
Oh my god, someone photoshopped Clavier into Alita's sandals. Good. Anyways, sorry, I'm done being distracted, go.
I would have been thinking about the oh my gosh through the entirety of the next case. What? One way to get something out of the country, no checks.
What is it?
You become a prosecutor.
A prosecutor?
I don't believe it. Believe it, Prosecutor Gavin. What was it that you told me yesterday at your office? It was a beautiful instrument. It was played lovingly for many years. A guitar befitting of a woman like Lemire.
How did it end up here?
I mentioned how much I enjoyed playing it that night, and she made a present of it.
So this guitar is from Virginia?
That it is. We couldn't carry it on the plane. Changes in air pressure and humidity ruined the wood. Ah, I see. So we vacuum packed it in Lemire's studio. I see. I used a special shipping service available to me for transporting evidence. They brought it right up to my office for me. Pristine and untouched. Did I get that right, Prosecutor Gavin? Untouched? Quite. The guitar was wrapped in several sheets and vacuum packed in Virginia. The pack was untouched until the day of the concert. Are you saying the guitar was... With cocoons this small, it would have been very easy to use your guitar as a mule to smuggle the cocoon out of Virginia.
What?
Which reminds me, Prosecutor Gavin. The guitar had some work done on it recently, right?
Work?
Good memory, Air Forehead.
It was set on fucking fire. No, it wouldn't have extended this stream. It would have extended this entire playthrough. Oh, Lord. Oh, no, he's
He
gonna
had
bring
a
up...
drug tar.
He did have a drug tart. He's gonna bring up the stupid round... fucking sound hole again.
Honestly, if you didn't like make a big stink about the sound hole earlier, I might not have gotten it either. Well, you know how guitars have a round hole in the front. It's called the sound hole. Well, they found something attached to the wood just inside the hole. A broken device of some sort.
A broken device?
Yes, this, in fact. An igniter! Exactly. Consider this, if you will. What if that igniter wasn't the only thing that was attached inside your guitar?
You mean...
He means this, of course. There was a way to get the cocoon out of the country. They could use Picky Prosecutor Gavin's privileged guitar as a mule. And who better to do that than someone with access, like a member of the band?
I love him.
Order! 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 So the igniter
Was placed in there for a clear reason, it seems. It was a safety precaution.
a precaution.
Ah, our forehead. At last it all comes together. Every strange thing that happened that day. Care to review? Maestro, the gentle sounds of Lemira's ballad. First, my keys were stolen, a harmless misdemeanor, which forced me to break the lock on my own guitar case. The key was stolen to retrieve the cocoon from the guitar.
I want to log in to Ask Ace Attorney and delete a bunch of the old shit that I used to post. I want to get rid
I
of
see.
get rid of a bunch of my cringe.
But things didn't go so well. Smuggler wasn't counting on the guitar being wrapped. Only a member of the band could get near that case. Unwrapping the guitar would raise too many suspicions. Then the concert began. Right about this time, a very large problem presented itself to the smuggler.
What's that?
Mr. Latouche.
Ah!
Mr. Latouche, an undercover agent, was on to something. He would have known about the guitar. He'd only have to check the shipping records. So Mr. Latouche tried to examine the guitar himself. If the cocoon were confiscated, then the gig would be up. The only thing left for the smuggler to do was get rid of the whole lot. It's over. Press the switch now. The guitar burst into flames and the cocoon was lost. And then Mr. Latouche died.
Except he didn't, because you... Here's the thing that bothers me about the fact that the dude was murdered in the second act instead of the third. That means that entire time, like, poor Latouche was dealing with a long, slow, painful death by gunshot wound. He wasn't even shot fatally.
Yeah. It took until the third act.
Oh, that... Because Apollo found him alive.
With Lemira there to witness it. There's your case. Brilliant, man.
Detective Crescent?
I gotta know you make all that up on the fly. For a made-up story, it makes a great deal of sense, Darian. The Republic of Beginia? Sorry, man, but I haven't even been there. True, you haven't. Ha, let's see you make up a story for that, kid. How'd I have the cocoon in the first place, huh? It's not so hard to imagine. You had help, a Virginian accomplice. That's all. That you had an accomplice was clear from the start. The voice Lemira heard proves it. It's over. Press the switch. Now. You made this transmission from backstage. While your co-conspirator was on stage.
But who was it?
This is it, the coup de grace. And for once I know what I'm doing. There's only one person who could have helped him.
Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say then. But be warned, with a great accusation comes great responsibility, Spider-Man. Make your answer up on the fly, as it were, and you will be harshly penalized. Are you ready, Mr. Justice? Who was the smuggler's accomplice?
There's only one person who meets all the requirements of the accomplice. And that person is the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
But Mr. Justice, he's your client.
A defense attorney accusing his client, that's a new one.
No, it's not.
I assure you no one is more unhappy about this than I. But I'm here to defend him in the murder of Mr. Latouche. And I stand by my statement earlier that he is innocent of that particular crime.
Indeed, the defendant is Borginian. He does meet the basic requirements to be the accomplice. But what if it was, in fact, Lemira?
It couldn't have been.
Well, you seem sure of yourself.
The reason is electronic signals, Your Honor.
Electronic signals?
Recall that this remote only works to a range of 30 feet. Beyond that, it's useless.
Yes, that's true.
Now think back to the testimony. When the shooter made his transmission, Lemira was in the air vent, right above the dressing room where the shooter stood. Let's look at the stage diagram. This is the area that the remote could reach from the air vent.
Well, looking at this, it seems Lemira still could have done the deed.
No. When the shooter made that transmission, the stage was slightly different than shown here. It was in the middle of the guitar's serenade. Part of the stage was raised. Prosecutor Gavin and Lemira Standen were in the air. They were on a tower which happens to be 15 feet tall. In other words, the remote couldn't have worked from Lemira's position in the air vent.
Ah!
Well, Detective Crescent, what do you say to that? Your Honor,
Yes, Detective?
could we see this video where Gavin's guitar burns? Just one more time.
Well, I don't see why not.
What, don't tell me he has a way out of this. Too bad, so sad, punk. Punk.
First you were sleeves, then kid, now punk. You're losing rank fast, Apollo.
What exactly we were supposed to see in this video?
The problem isn't what we see, correct, Darian? Right, it's what you hear. We are musicians, after all. Care to explain for us non-musicians? Sure thing, punk. Let me get your yarn straight first. You're saying I ordered the wee pianist to set off that igniter. That right? Yes. Well, in order to do that, he'd have to press a switch. Am I right? Okay. Well, take another listen. Pay attention to the piano. Piano? Piano!
I'm gonna be real, I'm actually struggling to hear it over the guitar.
Same.
What seems to be the problem there? The piano sounded just fine.
And that's the problem, man. You still don't get it? Ah! Yeah, how's he supposed to hit that switch if he's playing? You got Mr. Diva, the guitar, the bass, the piano, and the drums. The only one with the hands free was the Diva.
The mirror.
But according to you, she couldn't have been the accomplice, could she? Ah! Your accomplice would have had a hard time helping out if they couldn't even press a switch. Ah!
Except we all know how we did that. Well, I can already tell what the answer is for this one. Me too.
Same here. I can tell what it is.
Which is surprising. No, that's mean. I'm sorry. You figured out like 99% of this by yourself, including when I threw you off super, super hard.
The piano plays non-stop. Couldn't have pressed the switch.
Well, Mr. Justice, the piano does seem to be playing when the guitar catches fire.
Well, it's okay, we all make mistakes sometimes.
Apollo, were you wrong?
I can't be wrong. I'm never wrong. Everything I say makes perfect sense. How could it all just... Strange. What's strange? No, it's just something's odd about the performance there. Odd?
Mr. Justice, if Machi Tobaya didn't press that switch, then he could not be the accomplice you claim he is.
But everything points to it. Every fact says he's the accomplice. You got the facts wrong, man. Here's some facts for you. Gavin's guitar is on fire, but the pianist didn't press that switch.
You don't know.
In other words, your story is full of holes.
Fucker.
Mr. Justice, let's hear your final opinion on the matter now. Was the defendant, Machi Tobaya, the accomplice? Your answer will reflect on everything you've said here. Give it some thought.
Ayo, closing Rimworld.
RimWorld has been closed forever. Fuck off. Sorry, no, I'm still looking through shit on Ask Ace Attorney because I've lost control of my life, and I found this really good gif of Mia and Dahlia playing ping pong with their hair.
What the fuck? Send that to me.
I am. I'll send you the link because it's a fucking WebP image. So dumb and I love it. Sorry, I got distracted and I'm back. Everything's fine. Does Apollo just completely forget where he found the switch? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, again, this is a problem with the writing. Is in order to make the player feel smarter, they sometimes have to dumb down the characters. It happens more with Phoenix than it does with Apollo, but it does still happen.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that's why you like Apollo more.
Yeah. You know why else I like Apollo more than I like Athena? He doesn't commit assault in the first time he goes to court.
Yikes.
Literally, I'm not even kidding. Her technical first case, the monstrous turnabout or whatever, first thing she does, she takes a cop and judo throws him into Apollo.
I mean
what? That's
Phoenix does it too, I think, doesn't he? He doesn't judo throw someone, but isn't like shoving Doug into a pole technically assault?
Sure, but he wasn't a lawyer at the time. The main point I'm trying to make is that she's a lawyer when she's doing that.
Fair enough.
Also, Phoenix...
Susato does it as well.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know why Susato gets away with it either, though, because Susato actually has even less reasons, because on top of being a judicial assistant, she's also a woman in the 1500s. 1800s, whatever, feminism didn't exist yet.
I mean, they let Franny get away with it too.
Franny shouldn't. Don't even get me fucking started.
Alright, you wanna read the line
how
then?
I feel about the whip, bitch. God.
You want to say the line, Bart?
If Machi's not the accomplice,
then our whole case is ruined.
I know that it has to be him. He was the only one who could have helped the smuggler. He had to have pressed the switch.
Well, you'd better find a way to prove it.
What do I do? What do I do?
There has to be something that doesn't fit. Something odd.
Something odd. Something rotten. Wait a second.
What? You thought of something?
How much I hate Shakespeare. But also, what was Gavin saying just now? Strange. What's strange? No, it's just something odd about the performance there. It's not much to go on, but it's all I've got. What exactly did he hear that was odd?
Have you come up with something, Mr. Justice? May I remind you that everything rests on this? Can you prove Machi Tabaye pressed that switch? Let's hear your final answer. Can you prove that Machi Tabaye pressed that switch?
I think I can prove it, but I don't know if it's me that's proving it or if it's technically I can't prove it because Clavier has to prove it. But I don't know if you call this proof per se, but I can prove it was possible. Then as prosecutor, it falls on me to ask you to show us this evidence supporting this. Airforehead, you sure about this?
I have to pee really bad. I'll be right back.
Ha! Except there's no evidence, man.
Let's see your evidence, Mr. Justice. On what do you base your claim that the defendant pressed that switch?
Pretty sure it's this, just checking if there's anything else. Yeah, everything else points to this being one. The basis for my claim is this evidence, Your Honor.
I'm not sure I follow.
Wait. You can't bluff your way out of this one. How do I prove where it was? Nor can you prove anyone pressed the switch with that evidence. Maybe I picked the wrong evidence.
For every bluff, there is an equal and opposite penalty.
It's another thing of like, I understand it, but like, I don't know how to do it with the UI. What did Gavin hear that was odd? That's the only hint I've got here. Machi's hands were tied up playing the piano. Perhaps you can show us your evidence again. Oh, this is probably it. Basis for my claim is music, Your Honor.
Music? What about music?
Let's listen to the piano part around the time when the switch was to be pressed. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
I hear a piano being played.
But, doesn't it sound kind of simple?
Simple?
I think I know what he's suggesting. You think Machi could have played that part with one hand.
One hand?
He only needed one hand to press that switch. He could play the piano with the other. Ha! What's he, some kind of piano savant? Actually, no. Then what do you know? You can't play a part like that with one hand. Maybe. I don't know what I'm talking about here.
Wait, I know. Oh, it's your line. Sorry. I'm not talking to
Wait.
myself.
Wait, I know. Hey, Trucy!
Dick. Yeah, you got something? Sorry. Yeah, you got something? Why did I turn in my Abby voice for a second there?
Mr. White, your father, he's a pianist. Could he?
Oh, Daddy? I'm gonna stop this bit now. He couldn't play a part like that even if he had 3 hands.
So sorry, so sad for you. No, not really. Huh? That was just the easy way to prove it. There's always a hard way. Man, how are you gonna prove whether he played it with one hand or two? You can't. I admit it, it will be rather difficult to prove. But it's highly likely he was playing with one hand. How do you know that? The clue is what Prosecutor Gavin described as sounding odd. What sounded odd? I bet we can tell by listening to a certain part of the song. No, wait.
Feminism did exist, it just wasn't as vocal. I mean, yeah.
Well, it seems we've come to the moment of truth at last. Let's hear what Mr. Justice has to say for himself. Show us the part that proves the defendant was playing with one hand. Right before the guitar burst into flame.
Machi was definitely playing one-handed just before the guitar caught fire, and one section of the song proves it.
I think he's 2? I don't remember. Oh no, he's 4.
Hold on, before I...
Present the exact moment. You just have to present the section.
Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to remember. If they said something at the guitar, but...
Well, he said the guitar caught on fire.
Because I have this one selected.
That's the section. I'm afraid I don't hear it. What's your opinion as an artist, Prosecutor Gavin?
It's a beautiful song, and the lyrics are outstanding.
Didn't you wrote
I'll take that to mean there isn't a problem with this section at all.
Wait, so what was the odd thing that Gavin heard? It wouldn't let me check this here.
Oh my god, my nose. There's like hard shit
in my nose, and it's picking at my nose, and I hate it.
Like it's a scratchy booger?
Yeah.
Yikes.
It's gonna sneeze on my microphone.
So it was odd about the thing that Gavin heard. Switch was pressed on the first half of the second verse. I know, I just need to find a place to compare to that. Your Honor, if you give me one more chance, I think I can find it.
I suppose we don't have a choice. Very well.
Hello, Hugs for Rugs 231. How are you doing? We have a new friend.
Hugs for rugs.
Hugs for Rugs. Oh, wait, no, there's a D. There is, in fact, a D in there.
You have a wholesome version.
There is, in fact, yeah. So your name is yeah, okay. Hugs Ford Rugs, right? Clearly, like Dead Ford.
Hugs. Ford rugs. Rugs to put in your Ford.
I love how hard you laughed when I reread it and realized there was a D in there. I know a meme from the game. I'm sure there's a lot of memes in this series. Which meme?
You claim the defendant was playing with one hand when the switch was pressed. Show us the part that proves it.
One section of the song proves it.
You know, because the game doesn't penalize you, you can just present all 4 of them. Brute force that.
So, it wouldn't let me check the text thing, right? But basically, they said something about how the igniter was lit in this section. But they said we need to find something to compare it to. So I'm probably going to present this one.
That's the section? I'm afraid I don't hear it.
That's weird.
What's the mission on the game? Currently, it's to find out where he played one-handed.
Switch was pressed in the first half of the second verse.
I'll let you know now, you don't have to look for the comparison, you just have to prove that he played one-handed.
So I do just need to put the first half of the second verse then.
Mm-hmm. You don't even have to do that, you just have to put the first verse. Because the game is not specific, because it's meant for children.
Take that!
That's not what I meant.
First.
I meant section 1.
But it says first half of the second.
I know,
Oh, because this is the second verse.
It's stupid. You have to present it before it goes to the second half. It doesn't matter where in the first half you do it, it'll just accept it. Because this game is not made for musicians, it's made for puzzlers. And even then, I'm a musician and I wouldn't have caught that, so.
It's not like a not catching it thing. It's just like the game misled me with like the first half of the second verse thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it also would have been possible, I guess, it would have been easier if they actually had like a vocalist instead of doing the do 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 do, so I could tell which part we were in. Which verse
mean,
are we in?
I guess.
Just what was it that sounded odd to you? As I'm sure you've realized yourself, Air Forehead.
Realized what?
I'll demonstrate. Let's listen to the part in question again, shall we? Pay particular attention to the "but a fleeting melody" phrase, which is just doot doots.
I mean, okay, you have to remember though that this came.
This game is like it had to be translated.
No, it's not that. It's that it was on the DS,
That too.
which had limited space. To have a fully sung song that also could be divided into those 5 parts, like that'd be fucking insane.
Yeah, that's true. How many times do we have to listen to the same thing? You're right, enough of that. Let's listen to another section, shall we?
Another section?
The guitar bursts into flame at the end of the second verse. Let's listen to the same spot in the first verse. Pay attention to "Oh That Night in Your Embrace."
Play verse 2 again.
There, did you hear that?
They feel the same, true, but they're clearly very different.
What? Yeah, because basically the thing was I was lost at where exactly we were in the song.
Yeah, I guess the main thing I noticed is that you weren't supposed to be listening for when he did it. You were supposed to present when he would have been able to do it for the guitar to catch on fire.
Yeah, whereas I was looking for where like he was playing chords versus like the melody. Well put, Your Honor. The phrase in verse 2 is quite simple. The same phrase in verse 1 has high and low notes. You'd have to use 2 hands to play that for sure. What's that prove? I would think you know that by now. This is why I hate dealing with amateurs, man. So the 2 verses had different arrangements. Happens all the time. Not this time, Darian. There's no point in changing an arrangement if you can't hear it clearly. And that wasn't the point. I had him play specifically so that the piano would stay in the background.
So that the clavier would stay in the background.
That's what I noticed. Why should the same phrase sound slightly different, I asked myself. Now ask yourselves why Machi changed how he played, and there's only one answer. He needed a free hand in order to press the switch.
Darian makes weird sounds, I love it.
Arnark! Order, order, order! I believe this ties all the facts together. Well, Prosecutor Gavin. Yes, quite.
Shut up, phone.
Though personally, this comes as a terrible disappointment. Heh. What? No comeback? I can't believe it. I finally did it. I shut him up.
Very well, barring an objection from the prosecution. I will now state the court's opinion on this matter.
Good show, Sleeves. No, great show.
I love your evil laugh for Darian.
It's not over. I don't like it when he looks so happy.
You tell him, Gavin. Tell him what's so disappointing. Personally, I'm terribly disappointed. In you, Air Forehead. Huh? Me? Yes, don't get me wrong, your case is solid. The facts all check out, but even now, you have yet to show us a single piece of decisive evidence. Yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him.
Unfortunately, anyone does not include the law.
Oh, God.
I'm afraid your case doesn't cut it.
Fuck, I hate this so much.
But 1,000 facts might point toward the same conclusion. But without decisive evidence, it's not proof. That's the rule under our current legal system.
I hate this line of reasoning because that doesn't make any sense. Fact is evidence. If it is fact, it is evidence, and you don't need to... I know what they're trying to say. It's that everything...
Let's say, hypothetically, for the sake of the argument, that facts don't care about your evidence.
Like, okay, I get what they're trying to say. What they're trying to say is he has made a huge theory, but because there's no proof of anything he's saying, it's not enough. But that's not the same thing. Just because his theory is still theory that's not the same as being fact. The fact that the judge himself admits, yeah, this is fact, proves that, yeah, no, Darian, stick a fork in him, he's done. Like, that's the problem with using that word, fact, is that it completely undermines everything they're trying to say. It doesn't make any sense using that word.
I don't believe it. No, it does seem as though the defense has any more evidence to present. Oh, I think if he did, we'd already have seen it a long ways back. Yeah, but they did word it kind of weird.
Yeah, the whole thing of it needing to be decisive is really dumb. Circumstantial evidence and even absolute truths get used very often IRL and inland guilty verdicts. Yeah. That's the other thing in this game that I have a problem with in Ace Attorney is, even if you prove beyond most of a doubt that your client is fucking innocent, they're still found guilty unless you find the culprit. Which I know it's story-based, but like, I have proven my client is innocent. I don't have to prove this guy is guilty. Let us fucking out of here. It should be a game over for the player because the criminal gets away, not because the guilty goes away. My innocent is guilty all of a sudden. That's what bothers me.
Yeah, because like, there's I guess, and I've run like a murder mystery D&D game, D&D session before. So one of the things while I was building it that I was sort of worried about is that if you do it in if you don't do it in like Ace Attorney style, where you have to prove, sorry, what am I trying to say? It's basically a thing of like, once the defendant is proved innocent, but no suspect is found for who could have actually done it, then you sort of have to manufacture a motive for the second part of the case.
Well, sure, I get that, and I get why they have to do that in this game too, because if you could just be like, oh, my client didn't do it, and I don't have to prove anything else, bye, it'd be boring, and the whole point is to find it. But the issue I have here is that we have proven all of this is very feasible, and the fact that they're saying fact does not mean anything in law doesn't fucking track, because it's fact. You have acknowledged it as objective fact, so Darian is guilty. If he called it conjecture, sure, but it doesn't matter whether or not the evidence doesn't exist if you've already confirmed that you believe it is fact.
I wonder, would it be different if you had the defense attorney and prosecution be the same for like the first part of the case, and then once it's proven that the accused could not have done it, then they have another trial for someone else, and then you play as the prosecutor?
No, stop. You are getting way out of line of what I'm trying to say, which is that I don't object to the idea of what they're trying to say. I object to how they're saying it. Because literally what the judge just said, if you will go into history, the judge just said, unfortunately, anyone does not include the law. Your case doesn't cut it because decisive evidence. Yeah. Because Apollo says, yeah, but the facts, anyone can see it was him, and the judge says anyone does not include the law. Which means that the law is not seeing fact, which if it is fact and not conjecture, it is then evidence. So what the judge should be saying is, it's not fact until you can prove all of this. So far, all of this is theory. Instead, he's acknowledging this is fact and saying it's not valid anyways, which is not how law works.
Yeah, he should be he's saying you have facts, but they don't matter, as opposed to you need to prove your facts first before.
Exactly. I have no problem
before we can accept this.
I have absolutely no problem with Apollo, Phoenix, and Athena going to try and find out the killer. That's just something they want to do. If that's how they want to do their job, that's fine. Like, it's not feasible in the real world to try and get every killer, but if that's how they want to do it, sure. I just object to how the writing is portraying this as, you found out, and you've proven it, it has fact, but you still have you know? The other problem is, and I can't even talk about this yet. I want to, but I can't because this is so important to Turnabout Succession in the worst way possible.
Well, if it's about Turnabout Succession, then at present this court is unable to acknowledge your accusation.
Yes. I'll just say, what this is doing is alluding to something very important that happens in Turnabout Succession that is handled extremely poorly. It is by far my least favorite part of Turnabout Succession, and that is barring all of the mechanical stuff that sucks about Succession. That is the one thing I dislike the most about Succession.
Looking forward to it. The truth is staring us all right in the face. Why can't they see it? What's the point of a legal system that protects criminals?
That's not what's happening. Apollo, remember what Daddy said?
It won't be easy proving you did it.
Shut up, Phoenix.
Especially not under the current court system.
Shut up.
So what do I do? Like I said, good luck. Be aware that it'll be impossible to prove his guilt by conventional methods. Every man has an igniter inside him. Find Darian Crescent's igniter and set it off.
I wonder what he meant by every man's igniter.
I guess we just have to piss Darian off enough that he admits it? I don't know. I think he just meant a weak spot, no? The kind of thing that a single spark can turn into a wildfire of emotion. I won't be able to press him further by conventional means. I gotta find a weak spot in this guy, something fatal. So can I get back to work now or what? I may look like I got a lot of time on my hands. But I got no more time to play pretend with this deadweight attorney.
Well, Mr. Justice, you've come this far without decisive evidence. This witness won't be coming back.
Sorry, I'm reading shit. Man, the legal system their legal system is like America's absolutely fucked. The wrong use of the word there, but yeah. No, it's not the fucked, it's the wording is fucked. Shut. No, I had a stroke reading your thing because you said the wrong word.
If you added a comma and a the, then it would be the correct there.
No, it wouldn't. It has to be THEIR. There, as in possessive.
No, if he says it like this, well, he has to add a bit more punctuation as well.
All he has to do is use the correct there. You have a stroke all the time, so shut. That is true. I did read the other guy's username is Hug for Rugs. God, I hate this so much.
This is correct.
Well, sure, but you could also put a colon where you put that period. And I knew what he was trying to say. I don't care about his grammar, I just care about his spelling. Also, why did you put an extra word? It's just that. Y'all are all giving me a stroke now.
I'm just saying, he doesn't have to switch the there if he doesn't want to.
Jesus. Make it more complicated, why don't you?
That's what I do best.
The witness won't be coming back to the stand once we let him go.
Every man has an igniter. Huh?
Kev likes to add words out of nowhere. That is true. Who are you saying you could have done it?
Didn't you say the better the guitar, the brighter it burns, Prosecutor Gavin? Ah, yes, good guitars are always kept dry, is why. That provides the best sound. Even a small spark could cause irreplaceable damage. Your plan has an igniter in it too, Detective. It was all there from the very beginning.
This music turns me on!
Fighting time, Justice. If you blow this one, you'll be out of your hands for good.
Go for it, Apollo!
Let's go!
I'm just gonna be dancing!
What, is this igniter supposed to burn me up? That's almost poetic there, Mr. Attorney. All the better, I'm rather fond of poetry, and I intend to hear this one through to the very end. Air forehead. You're accusing this man, Darian Crescent, of 2 crimes. The murder of Mr. Latouche and the smuggling of a Burgundian cocoon. This is your last chance to prove your case.
This trial has already run on for far too long. Mr. Justice, this will be my last warning. The moment this igniter of yours turns out to be a dud is the moment this cross-examination ends. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then let's have it. Show us the basis for these accusations against Darian Crescent.
Alright, this is really my last chance. The key that will take apart Darian Crescent's plan is... I mean, I'm thinking the only person who can do it is Machi.
Go with your gut then, if that's what you're sure. I'm not fucking telling you shit.
Your igniter isn't a piece of evidence. So what's it? It's true that I couldn't show you decisive evidence, but perhaps what I needed to prove my case was something else. You mean a witness? Proving his guilt is a tall order, but I've got just the person to do it.
This bitch-ass hoe.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Bring out this bitch-ass hoe who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt.
I mean, I was calling Apollo a bitch-ass hoe, but...
The one person who can prove Darian Crescent's guilt is the defendant, Machi Tobaye.
Your client? Again?
Machi Tobaye was an accomplice in the cocoon smuggling plot. Without him, Darian Crescent could not have gotten the cocoon. Furthermore, he can easily prove that the one who plotted to smuggle that cocoon is the real criminal in this case.
How so?
It would require just one of the very cocoons Mr. Latouche was looking for. With the cooperation of the Republic of Burgundia, we could burn a cocoon. The burnt cocoon would leave a particular residue. A residue we would, no doubt, also find inside the burnt-out guitar.
Aha! Very scientific of you. Why am I suddenly craving snackoos?
Thus, if Machi Tobaye acknowledges his agreement with Darian Crescent concerning the attempted smuggling of a Burgundian cocoon, the case is solved.
Darian's laughing again.
Your unrelenting passion is remarkable. You really want to get me, don't you?
No shit.
Too bad you'll never be able to. Why not? Little key tickler won't acknowledge anything, especially not anything to do with cocoon smuggling. What's this all about? Taking a cocoon out of the country means death, by Borginian law. Yeah, see? Our pianist really was a smuggler. Testifying about it would be suicide. Believe me, he's not talking. But you're wrong, Detective Crescent. What? It's the other way around. Machi doesn't admit to smuggling here. He's in deep trouble. Huh? How? Look, if Machi admits to smuggling here, then he'll be tried in our courts by our laws.
Not how it works.
You don't get the death penalty for smuggling in our country. Ah! The victim in this case was an undercover Interpol agent. I'm sure the news has already reached Virginia, and they'll likely broadcast our dealings in court today, including the part about the Burgundian cocoon. Yeah, but if Machi doesn't admit to smuggling now, he'll eventually be picked up by the Burgundian police. And it's not like he's in any danger in our court. We're not gonna find him guilty of murder here, not now. Yeah, but you can't do this. You can't accuse me. Maybe the law doesn't allow it, but who's going to think you're really innocent after hearing this trial? The same goes for Machi Tobaye. Ah! The cocoon smuggling, your entire plan, Machi Tobaye knows everything. There's only one way out of it for him, and that's to acknowledge his own crime. The crime of cocoon smuggling.
Penis hair.
Don't worry there. I'll get you out of the country. I'll set you up someplace, a hidden mansion, real nice. You want a house made of cookies? Oh no, a house made of pianos? Come on. Please, don't take He's whipping it all around. Darian, I consider that my last session with you. We rocked. I'm guessing we can treat that outburst as a confession.
Oh, he's laughing again.
There's a kind of sick desperation in it now, though.
Aww. I thought that was where the one sprite is used. Apparently not. Apparently they don't use it until the... Okay.
He shows up again.
No, different Christmas sprite.
Well, have you been listening to today's
I finally get to
trial?
voice someone! Yes.
And you talk. You tell this court everything?
I didn't want it to turn out this way. But I'm not the kind of lawyer that can overlook a crime. Today's trial was all for your benefit, you know. I see no reason why you should hesitate now.
I knew. From beginning, I knew.
Machi,
Situation. I cannot explain, but money, I need it. Very much money.
Today's trial raises a delicate issue with our legal system. The only thing definite in this, in a court of law, is evidence.
Or as a
This
certain...
is the golden rule. Unless your evidence contain facts, in which case we cannot allow that.
Sorry, in the way that someone else is eventually going to say it, evidence is everything.
evidence. I don't need no evidence.
This is a golden rule, however.
It has become apparent that not all things can be tried by this standard.
Should another case of the sort surface, we may have to consider an alternate system by which to administer justice. Anyway, Mr. Machitobaye,
Yes.
I promise you will receive a fair trial by the laws of our country. And with regards to the current charges for murder of Mr. Latouche, this court is prepared to announce a verdict.
I thank you.
Look at his eyes.
So creepy. I only lie. But you see truth. You find truth. I've never liked his eyes. I'm gonna be real. Every time he took his glasses off and we saw his big little blue glassy eyes, I was like, put your sunglasses back on, Prince.
Yeah, they look like too small for his head.
That's our job very well. This court finds the defendant, Machitobaye,
Not
not
guilty.
guilty!
Woo! Yay!
Yay, we did it!
God, I really wish we could start Turnabout Succession. He just has
Court
those
is
colors
adjourned.
in all the time. I guess we could technically start it. It's just we wouldn't be able to finish any of it.
Yeah, we'd get like 3 pieces of evidence and then we'd have to call it quits.
True. I wonder what'll happen to Machi.
Well, he did smuggle a cocoon out of Borginia. I guess there'll be another trial here.
Well, I don't remember who says that. I thought it was.
All's
Laura.
well that ends well. Oh. All's well that ends well.
Daddy! Oh, hey! I owe you both my thanks. We could have been right. We had 3 options and we still got it wrong.
Lemire?
My, is something wrong?
I'm sorry. I mean, it is Ace Attorney. We had a 4th option, which is Edgeworth.
That's nobody gets that but you and me. Oh, good shit. Y'all have to.
I mean, James might. James has seen the anime.
No, he hasn't.
Oh,
We're the only two
Who
who
was it
have.
that's seen
and
the
I-
anime?
I cannot recommend anyone watch the anime. It's that bad.
has Young Bounty Girl not seen it?
I don't think so. And again, I can't recommend anyone watch it because
I thought for sure that someone else had seen it.
I don't know. All I know is that we've been watching it, and every single episode ruins it even more.
I'm sorry, Machi was your partner on stage, your friend.
Yes, I thought of him as my own son. Even now I do, yet something got a hold of him. Something evil, I see that. And he must pay for what he's done. Is that not how it should be? I mean, no. Did you not hear him say he needed the money for something important? Like, yo. I'm not saying
I'm still sorry.
do not be sorry. I'm just saying, I don't like how they're saying he got evil because he stole a cocoon. He needed the money for something. You have given me courage. Courage? The cowardly dog? I'm considering an eye operation.
It was my suggestion, actually.
You mean you'll be able to see again? It's funny. I've always been afraid of the light. Light seems so harsh, so unforgiving.
According to the doctor, Lemire lost her sight due to some kind of accident. An accident?
As you know, I suffer from amnesia. I feared that if I could see, perhaps it would open my eyes to the truth I've been running from. I was scared.
You know what changed her mind? Hearing your defense in there today. She could feel your gaze, unwavering, always looking straight at the truth.
Uh-huh. If light returns to my eyes, think I will take a painting. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw my phone against a wall. I hate this woman.
What?
I can't tell you!
Okay. Painting.
That's right! She's the landscape painter and sound, after all! I promise, I will paint the two of you, I promise. That's not necessary. For multiple reasons. Woohoo! I can't wait, Lemire! I can.
I owe you my thanks too, Apollo. Thanks, Mr. Wright, but for what? You reminded me I need to hurry things along. On my secret mission, that is. Right, your secret mission.
Apollo, Trucy.
Can you wait like 5 minutes for us to finish the case before you pull that out?
I'm actually almost finished getting all 3 of my achievements. I've been playing.
God damn it.
I'm done. I just finished. I can put my phone down now. Everything's fine. My phone's on the bed now. Apollo, Trucy. I hope that we will meet again someday soon. You bet. Me too.
I was about to say start your engines, but I realize you've already gone all the way down the street and rammed into a telephone pole.
Yeah, fucking ran into Phoenix Wright, who broke his fucking ankle.
And so, like a ballad, the trial flowed on until it came to an end. Thanks to the trial, Guitar Serenade was a huge hit. Prosecutor Gavin's even more dazzled to look at now.
Didn't he?
Dazzling to look at now. But there's something I want to say to that guy. Next time you write a ballad,
Have them catch the killer at the end. I thought that he swore off singing that song. I could have sworn that was the dialogue. Weird. So all my freak out just now is going to make a lot more sense once we finish Turnabout Succession. We really can't start it now, can we?
no.
Because, yeah, you're...
We'd have like an hour.
I don't even remember how it starts. I know there's like 5 parts to it.
And also, I want to go like eat something.
That's fair. I don't remember how it starts. Let me look at it. Ooh, they changed the art to be the HD art. Nice. Okay. Yeah, alright, whatever. God, I hate this bitch. Oh yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah. No, that sucks. All the stuff I've been complaining about, we're not gonna see for a hot minute. Oh, damn it. I just... Ugh.
I'm looking at the character art for chapter 4 that's like displaying at the bottom here.
Yeah.
And every time I see that guy with the hat, I keep thinking it's Eggert Benedict.
You know he has an actual name, right?
Yes.
I don't actually remember what it is.
That's why I'm calling it Eggert
God damn
Benedict.
it. Alright, ending at screen end. Alright, next stream should be Sunday if I'm awake, and I should be. We'll be doing more Yakuza, making up for last time, because I definitely forgot. I didn't forget, I just fucking slept in. Yes.
I do not envy your schedule.
Yo, one more week and then I get to chill. So yeah, that'll be that. Tuesday will probably also be Yakuza. Thursday will then be this Tournament Succession.
What's happening in a week?
Classes are over.
Oh, right. I forgot that university doesn't go until June like high school.
Yeah. It kind of rules. But yeah, no, stream should be Sunday, Tuesday, then we'll be back here on Thursday for the start of Succession. Whew. And I don't remember 88% of Succession, so that's a thing. So yeah, I'll see y'all on Sunday for Yakuza. Bye!